So Phil, we sit here at the end of the January transfer window. What do you make of the business the club has done this month?
It's been a kind of slow month, isn't it? Really, we haven't really added anyone for the first team. We've taken 4 players for the B team, and we sold three from the first team, and also Josh Clark's gone on loan. We have tried to add some players, but for one reason or another, I think maybe the whole market's been a bit slow around the country. But yeah, we've tried to add some players, but we really targeted top players, and yeah, we weren't able to make it happen. But it's life. We'll look to next window.
In terms of the players who've left the club, you have Chris Mepham and Alan Judge. Some words on them.
So Meps has gone obviously to Bournemouth Premier League, so they've been obviously I think well documented for several windows now, and eventually that happened. He's done really good for us. He's obviously, you know, the poster boy for our B team projects, and obviously he came through the academy before that. So that's, you know, really fantastic for the club that he's now our record sale, having developed it ourselves. So that's fantastic for us. So Judge obviously he'd been out for so long and needed to go and play football and start games. That's what he wanted to do, and so yeah, it made sense. You know, 6 months on his contract, so it made sense for him to go and do it.
And what's the latest on Nico Yannalis?
Nico's moved to China, to Beijing. We haven't announced it yet. There was some paperwork to do at their end, and they asked us to just hold off formally announcing that. We agreed to do that, but it will be announced, I think, formally hopefully next 2 or 3 days once I've checked on the paperwork's all gone through.
And in terms of those temporarily leaving the club in January, you've had the likes of Reece, Kanice, Josh Clark. Big opportunities for them in the next 6 months to forward their cases.
Of course, there was. You know, we're watching them. We always report on we watch every game that these guys play on loan. We've also got Justin's out on loan at the minute still. Jack Bonham's out on loan still. So yeah, a few players on loan. Josh Clark in particular, he found himself, his pathway was blocked in some ways. The squad was maybe a little bit on the big side. He got sort of left behind the first half of the season, which was frustrating to him. So he'll no doubt do well for Burton.
And in terms of the players who are still around in the first team group, where do you see the group being right now?
It's in good shape. I mean, we've done this before in January's where players have moved on and haven't necessarily replaced them, but we've always found that's been a good opportunity for players to step up from within the group to then put their case forward. Even going back sort of 3 years when we sold James Tarkowski, and Johan had come in 6 months, you know, previously, and then played the second half of the season, for example. Or when we sold Harley, and then obviously Meps got his chance at that point. So you've got to keep on creating these opportunities for young players to take their chance. And we've got several young players in the squad. Obviously Josh De Silva, you've got Theo coming back from loan, obviously from the first half of the season. There's chances there for them if they can be good enough to take it.
And in the B team as well, you spoke about Chris Mepham being the poster boy for the B team. 4 new B team signings. You hoping down the line that those players will be the next poster boys?
Of course, it'd be ideal if we could, you know, first of all have, you know, cover from the B team rather than having a big first team squad. If the players are good enough, and then keep that progression coming through. We need to develop players from that anyway. We need club developed players coming through. So yeah, it'd be ideal if we could get 3 or 4 of the boys, you know, from that group into the first team in the next year or so.
Do you see that being a very realistic ambition?
Don't see why not, but that's up to them, isn't it, to take that chance.
And in terms of contract situation, is some players out of contract in the summer. Is there any update on those? No, we've had conversations with players who are out of contract, but there's nothing to say on it as it stands. And obviously looking forward already to the summer transfer window. Yeah. So a lot of the work that you put in January, even if we didn't materialise any signings now, was work that we can carry forward maybe for the next window as well. And obviously we'll be looking at players maybe who are out of contract for the summer, maybe do pre-contracts if we can do them. So yeah, plenty of opportunities. So it'll be an exciting summer.